the business plan?
All those things were submitted to the ministers. I don't have the documents, because I've been away for 17 years now.
The current VC, do you have that documentation? Sorry? But VC, we have an audit issue. We are discussing river tax. You know we've been on this issue so many times. How do you come in a meeting and say you're going to provide?
Honorable Chair, the feasibility study, we were not able to get the document.
Where is the document?
In our records, Honorable Chair, we were not able to get the records.
Where? Oh, sorry?
We were not able to get the records.
Where are the records? Yeah, how do we ascertain that you had them?
Honorable Chair, again, what we have is the document for incorporation.
Yes, continue.
We have the...
And as the answer, let's so that you can answer them together, for it involves the same issue. I'm still back to Professor Mutembei,
Malik,
so that I can have the current VC answering the same. When you carried that feasibility study, which you have just told us about, the projections and the resultant of the feasibility study, after you did so, how long did you stay in the university to implement the same and see that you have realized all the projections? Because as we study now, this river tax has been causing losses to the university, and it has been operating through losses. It has never earned any profit or anything profitable to the institution or even to the public. And more to that, when we talk of there is no taxpayers' money which was used, but internally produced, generated money from university. Are you separating this university from the public so that the money it produces it is its own, not public money? In despite of if it's taxpayers' money, or if it is still the money within the public which it was acquired on behalf of the public. And then, that's what the feasibility study which you did. Where is it for us to look at it and see that you are the future and you realize that future? Even also, then whoever took that risk shouldn't be accountable. Because you see now what we have here is something which has acquired a loss of about 479 million Kenyan shillings. Who is that wrong? Who carried that? Who carried out that long feasibility study? Because he used his knowledge to make the public get into a loss, and he must be accountable. Or how did it work? That's what we want to know.
Okay, Chair, I think I'll be very clear here. Number one, about taxpayers' money. All monies that are raised, either through parallel program or whatever program, within a university, they are taxpayers' money. What I meant, Chair, at the time was that it was not a loan. So, if I did not clear that one, I would have wanted to say, I didn't want to say that it was not taxpayers' money. It's really taxpayers' money, because at the end of the day, we collect from the public. And so, only that we did not borrow from any bank or anywhere. Okay, then the issue of feasibility study, we had a team of people. It took a long time for this to be done. And we engaged some experts, so some even from Rivertex itself, the ones who had gone. And we had about 3 months or so of intensive actually research on that. And after we got the feasibility study, we actually prepared a business plan which was showing you where do we break even and all that. So from then, after it was acquired now, it was the management of Rivertex who were on daily basis running the place to ensure that what was actually put in the business plan was realized. So I think at some point also here we need also maybe contribution from the management of Rivertex, because now they are the ones who sat there on daily basis to make sure that this was done. So,
Professor,
yeah.
Where are the documents? In fact, the auditor says the documents were not consolidated.
Yes, Chairman, actually I was getting to that, because even looking at the response and what the auditors have raised, the auditors are very clear. They're saying you needed to have combined items like assets, liabilities, net assets, equity, revenue, expenses, cash flows of the controlling entity with those of its controlled entities. But here we have a story on how it was acquired, the loan, the how much, while the auditors are asking for this document. Just so that we're clear on what we're doing.
And to clarify, the same chairman, I have had something new. You know, the more the professor talks, he leaves us more confused than the way we started. What he's telling us that after they bought and formulated that company which bought, then they left the running of Libertex to the people who were there running it before, to the people who are running it to be insolvent.
He actually says to the subsidiary of the university. Combine those questions. I want the Honorable Bissau to ask a question and answer them together.
Thank you, Chair. For the record, Maurice Kakai Bissau is my name, a Member of Parliament for Kiminini constituency, Trans Nzoia County. Professor Mutembei, you talked about funds having come from your internal kitty, but in the report I see from the ministry there is 29, call it $30 million. Was that during your time? And secondly, I heard you say that you had experts from Rivertex helping you to go through the process. How would you expect them to give you a fair view of the institution, which was crumbling by then, for you to make a buying decision? And thirdly, what did you buy from Rivertex apart from land? Were their machines operational? And lastly, also to the Minister, Education, the institution, archiving is part of what the course you do give, right? Archiving, filing, archiving, record management, isn't it? You have a degree in records management.
You offer.
You offer, right?
We offer, yeah.
So you have students in record management faculty giving that degree, and you yourself cannot even keep a single important document where you invested millions. When it comes to entrepreneurship, I think the visibility study was just sort of patched up. If you had a proper visibility study, this was not an investment to, to engage the Kenyan taxpayers. And we continue seeing this. I think this is the third or fourth time we are meeting institutions that have got a lot of land. They are even giving things like, livestock management. You cannot generate income. You're talking of entrepreneurship. You cannot, how do we expect to get graduates who will come here on the market and really excel in this particular discipline? If you professors, because you are among the elite, if we count in terms of the elite, and I think Professor Hiro will agree with me, when we are talking about the elite, you will take it later, Waziri.
Why can't we, honorable members, why can't we finish with the, the Prof?
I'll pack my question, Waziri.
Please, thank you. Yes, Prof?
Yeah, thank you, Chairman. I think let me be clear here that we did not actually, after we purchased the Rivertex, we did not go back to the ones who used to own it. Actually, currently there is an MD Rivertex which took over the place, which actually rent the facility after it was bought. So we didn't go back to the persons that used to have it. No, that did not happen. So it was actually, up to today, it is managed by the people with registration, Rivertex East Africa Limited. So I should be very clear on that one. Then about experts from outside. The experts we had were people within the university, and there was only one person who actually used to be a Rivertex, who used
Chair,
Yes.
I still don't understand what Professor means by it's still being run by the people who are there. Can you come out clear? Is it being run by the university, as the honorable member as or the people who sold the shares to you?
It's being,
Honorable Chair, with your permission, if we can get the MDs with us here of Rivertex to assist also in getting.
Yeah, tell him to come. Tell him to come, but as he comes, Prof, as he comes, look for him, but as he comes, a university has bought Rivertex. It becomes yours. Why do you keep on talking about, because it is assumed that any employee is your employee as a university. Professor Mutembei, is that clear?
yeah.
They are not third parties. It is the property of the university, right?
Yes.
Yeah, please discuss in that context. Answer, proceed on the other questions.
And Chair, even as we bring in the MD, how long has the MD been there? We expect you being the Vice Chancellor, you're in the driver's seat. The dashboard is in front of you. So most of the issues should pick them up. But again, to the issue of the MD, how long has the MD been there?
Honorable members, let's be a bit methodological. We have about 5 questions to the professor. Let him answer, then we ask some more. Yes, Prof.
Okay.